Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome to part 0 of my F1 23 My Team Career Mode. This is a pre-series episode where I get you guys involved directly with the start of this My Team Career Mode by voting on a bunch of different things of how we begin and set up our entire My Team Career Mode save going forwards on this brand new game. Today you guys are my Season 1 Board of Directors and you get to vote on these 4 areas of our career mode save. The power unit we decide to go with for the first season, the livery colors, the sponsor choices we go for, and also the custom settings alluding to the career mode settings with the AI. In the past, I've added in also the team name voting, but I think it became quite clear after last year's game that no matter what other options I put, I think most people just want me to stick with the original, the best, the consistent Aarava Archer Racing, which is obviously my channel name, Aarava Archer, a little nod to Motorsport Manager with Archer there, because there's a management aspect to My Team Career Mode, of course, and then just racing, and it rolls off the tongue, AAR, so we're just going to continue with that name, because to be honest, I really don't think there are any improvements to that name, and it kind of feels wrong now after about, what is it, 4 games this will be that we've done My Team Career Mode on, to go with a different team name. I think Aarava Archer Racing, it just fits. So let's get into the votes then for these 4 areas of our new career mode series. First up, it's going to be the power unit vote. So what power unit are we going to choose for the first season of this series? And do not take this vote lightly, because this will impact things quite a fair bit, either in terms of performance, durability, or the actual price point as well, because that could affect actually the teammate I'm able to afford. We've obviously got the 4 official manufacturers of engines in Formula 1 to choose from. Unfortunately, there's nothing like a create your own engine option. They decided not to even add anything into this new game, it would seem like, so we're going to have to just choose from these 4. We've got Ferrari at 3.3 million with a performance of 94, the highest performance of all the engines, but also the joint lowest on durability with Renault E-Tech, which is the lowest durability equal to that as well, but the Renault E-Tech engine is actually the cheapest of the lot with 2.5 million and a performance of 86, so the worst performance and equal joint worst durability. So they've really done Renault quite badly. To be fair, if you look at last season, the Renault power unit in the back of the Alpine wasn't exactly, it wasn't durable, and the performance was, it's certainly there now, I think. So to be fair, actually, in my opinion, maybe they should bump that performance up, but that is how it comes in the game when it will launch. The Red Bull powertrain at 3.1 million, 90 performance, durability 85, and the Mercedes, I guess you're paying for the grandeur of Mercedes, and they're at 3.5 million, but they've only got 89 performance compared to Red Bull powertrains at 90, and they've got the best durability though. So actually, to be fair, thinking about it, maybe you're paying for the bulletproof engine of durability 96. So those are your 4 options for which power unit we should select for our first season of My Team Career. Now we come to quite a big one, to be honest, because this will, be there for all the first season episodes. 22 races we've got in the first full season, so we're going to be with this paint scheme for a while, for a couple of episodes there. So we've got 4 options for you. Let me talk you through all the different options and what they would kind of entail. So the first option is going back to basics, going back to our true origins of Aarava Archer Racing and how we started off the My Team Career Mode series on F1 2020. This is, of course, the Brawn GP Jensen Button colours of white, the neon fluoro yellow, green, and then black accents as well to add on to the car. So that's the kind of, original livery that we moved away from on last year's game. On F1 22, I did not run that colour scheme at all, ever, in the entirety of that game. So it's been some time since we've ran it. So that's option number 1, going back to basics and the origins of this team. Number 2 is a very left field option. It's a lime green with some other darker greens maybe and black accents. I was kind of thinking in my mind, thinking of like zany supercar colours. You see like Lambos and like other supercars in like, bright neon like yellows or orange or greens, and we don't have a lime in your face green car on the F1 grid. Of course we have the Aston, but that's a bit darker, a lot more metallic. So this would be kind of like an in your face lime green kind of supercar vibe colour on option number 2. Option number 3 3 is a fusion livery. You'll notice the cream color as the base. Now that's lifted from the cream color we chose and you guys voted for in F1 22. In F1 22 we have the cream and then the red accents with some black in there as well. So this is a fusion of that livery and our back to basics one, because we've got cream base, black accents, and then the fluoro yellow green to add on to it. So it's kind of a mixture of the two. Instead of red, we've got the fluoro. And then number 4 is going to be, well, it's showing as like kind of a grey, but this would be a silver, probably metallic chrome color as the base with red and black. Kind of think of like, you know, Vodafone McLaren vibes, but also we can maybe play a little bit differently, maybe use the chrome sparingly and have a bit more black and red in there to try and offset it. So there's a few different ways we can maybe play option number 4, but those are our 4 different options for the liveries that I want to give you guys to vote on. So recap: number 1, the original back to heritage aarava Archer Racing. Number 2, zany, in your face supercar sort of color, really out there. Number 3, a fusion of the heritage kind of fluoro color with the cream color and black that we had from last year's game. And then number 4, kind of a little throw to the Vodafone McLaren chrome vibes with a bit of red and black in there. To be fair, might change the red out and, you know, splash it with a different color, but the base of it would be chrome. So those are the 4 options you've got for the livery. Now we've got the sponsors. I've tweaked this vote a little bit to previous years. So we've got the biggest payout. So this will be the sponsor that gives us the most amount of money off the bat for completing the goal, but also will have the riskiest goal. You know, in theory, it should have the goal that's actually the hardest out of all the selections. We've got the safe option, so choosing an easy goal. And I guess on the flip side, you could say the safe option is actually on purpose going for a sponsor that doesn't give us that much money, making it that much harder to maybe grow the team from season 1 to season 2. And then I've changed it round. Instead of a middle of the two, I've just gone for number 3. The option is just me personally choosing the best looking logo. Basically, don't even look at the goals, don't look at the numbers, just look at what do I like the look of best compared with the livery we've chosen and the colors we've got, basically. So that's just like a funny little tweak that I've made just to switch it up a little bit, because to be fair, you know, based off the past performances, the middle way option was never really chosen anyway. So I thought we'd change that, and the third option just the best looking, the coolest logo that we get. And finally, the last vote we've got are the custom settings. These are the speciality career mode settings for setting the AI performance in terms of the things like the acclaim and money. So this would make it more difficult or harder. So we've got the default. As the game comes, everyone on equal footing, me and the AI, in terms of all those attributes. AI buff means that the AI will gain resource points, gain cash, and gain acclaim quicker than what their base level is, and I just stay put on the default. And then the third option is going even more extreme. So the AI get a boosted acclaim, boosted cash, boosted resources, and I get less than the default, nerfed. I get less than the default acclaim, resource points, and money. So that would be the most extreme kind of difference of the AI, almost kind of getting double what I'm getting. And then the AI buff would be just a little bit more, and then default is as the game comes, as it ships, without changing any of the settings. And I can reveal that part 1 of this career mode series will be beginning on the 13th of June at 4 p.m. BST, UK time. So that's the 13th, on the Tuesday coming up, on the launch day of the game, 4 p.m. We've been told we can't upload until that time on the day it launches for some weird reason. Usually they do it the day before, but they've had a brain fart. But yeah, we're going to be uploading part 1, 4 p.m. on the Tuesday. So book that in, be ready. So those are the votes then to you, my board of directors, for season 1 of My Team Career Mode. I really wish I could be sitting here giving you some more votes and more interesting different dynamics and things we can do in My Team Career Mode, but if you did see my video about, you know, dissecting the news we finally got on F1 23 Career Mode, a lot of the systems are basically the same as last year's game. There are apparently balance tweaks and stability improvements, so whether that means things are by default going to be harder for us, potentially. So actually some of these votes with the custom settings, you know, the extreme stream vote could be even worse than in previous games because they've already balanced out anyway on default to be harder. So it's going to be even more harder than Cody's have been imagining it to with their balance changes. And when it comes to like facilities and stuff like that, in terms of the sponsor payouts, you know, that might be very different as well. Actually, we know the sponsor payouts are going to be different. So the sponsors this year, if you went for the, you know, the biggest payout, that could be a massive plus in terms of trying to gain as much money, because maybe the game's going to give us less money this year for each sponsor compared to last year with those balance changes. We don't know. We won't know until I boot up the actual full game and record the first episode for you guys. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of wishful thinking that hopefully, you know, at least the changes we have had with those balance tweaks are actually I'm gonna feel them a little bit in season 1 at least, I hope. But yeah, that's part number 0. Always an exciting time to do this part because it means part 1 and the start of a new game cycle of My Team Career Mode is just around the corner. So no matter what worries I have about the state of the game mode, I am still going to be excited to start a new series, a new save on the new game, especially because the handling is actually so much better. So from that perspective, for me as the creator recording the episodes for you guys, it's going to be wonderful not actually feeling like I'm being tortured to record every episode and not feeling that wheel spin every single bloody corner, and with the AI with OP straight line speed. So yeah, no matter, you know, the actual mode itself, the recording is going to be more enjoyable anyway because of the handling, and I'm looking forward to getting stuck in. So yeah, guys, if you have enjoyed this part and you're looking forward to the start of the series, then be sure to hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Maybe discuss your voting with other people in the comments, and if you are new around here, then get subscribed for the start of my F1 23 My Team Career Mode series next week. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.